Hello, hello. Oh, I was pull this down a bit. There we go.
Oh, crap.
And my unstable. Well, huh?
Hi, Brittany.
Brittany, she's in? I don't see anybody. There we go. Brittany! Yay! You're first. You're first. How are you? Let's see. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's cream. Nice. Can you hear me and see me okay? Because it's saying the connection is unstable, so I need to check with you, Brittany. Mark, how does it look to you?
It's fine. I've had a couple of instances of
Momentary buffering?
yeah.
Okay. Not a big deal yet, then. Let's put the pinks next. It's good.
Brittany says it's buffering a lot.
Oh, man. I wonder if it's because there's a lot of people online.
It's Sunday. People are streaming football.
Well, shoot. Well, either we'll do this or we won't.
Well, she says she can deal with it.
Thank you, Brittany. I can deal with it too. It's not a huge for me. It's just like a minor inconvenience thing. Okay. I'd like for it to be clear for all of you guys, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Making a little bit of noise over here with my new gifty set of Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils that I have not used yet because I was going to do this online. So I'm just kind of putting them all in order according to color.
Here, you can do Happy Mail.
I was going to do Happy Mail, but I don't know if I have permission to show it. So I don't do that. I can do Happy Mail, and I just can't say where I got it.
Right.
So yeah, maybe I should.
I think you should.
Well, can you bring me that book? Thank you. Oh my God, will you quit? You dork.
The sad part is people couldn't see that.
Hey, Anna! My favorite Mrs. Claus.
Aw, thank you, Joanna.
You're so sweet. Oh my
Hi,
gosh.
George. Hi, Fiona.
Hi, Georgie. Hi, Fiona. And what's your husband's name? I forget. I'm sorry. I'm so horrible. Yeah, I know the dogs. It's the same with everybody, though. Trust me on this. I know their dogs. I just don't remember their names. Oh, look, it's the dog. His name is Cash. You know, and then I go, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. What was it again?
John.
John. Well, hello, John, if you're there, and if you're not, well, tell him I said hi.
And no, Joanna, you're not too late. We just started.
Yeah, we just started. I'm just organizing my pencils because they got jumbled around a little bit. So you are not late in any shape or form. I'm just muddling, I guess you could say. That's close enough, darn it. Close enough. Just go. Oh, look, that's a pretty color. What is this? Light green. That's kind of nice. Light green. We'll find out. So what I've done is I've split my picture in half. And I wanted to use the Hannah Carlson face, and it's a PDF. I've had it for a while, but I think it's still available in her store. And it's a two. There are two. There's this one and there's another one, and she's like a Valkyrie. She's got wings on her headdress kind of thing going on. And I believe they're still available in her Etsy store, Hannah Carlson. So if you just search for that, you can probably find it. Aw, that's nice of him. Very cool. Okay, let's see. The black can go on the end. Oh, hey. Hey, Mousy Deb and Nelly. Yeah, I'm getting my shit together. Hey, Nelly. It's good to see everyone. How's everyone doing? I expect this next week's going to be busy for everybody. And then, you know, because Christmas is a week from Wednesday, I think. This coming weekend is going to be our busy weekend, but, you know, it's busy for everybody. Oh, stream overload. Yeah. I wanted to go to all kinds of the Christmas colorathon live streams, but oh my God, I'm still working on journals. I'm still working on journals, and I just asked Mark to make me a book cradle so I could punch my signatures for the journals. And because it looked like a really easy project, that's not why I asked him. I asked him because I didn't want to do it. I shouldn't be handling power tools right now anyway. Leslie! How are you? Oh, no. Well, that bites. Totally. Oh. Will you approve that, please? I did. Oh, my God. I had to approve a comment like that yesterday. Nelly, we had to approve your comment about Dick Blick because the YouTube chat doesn't like the use of the word dick. So even if it's a guy's name, they don't care. It's one of those flag things. So
Crystal Pierce is in.
Hey, Crystal. Leslie, I feel better. I feel a lot better. We had like no food in the house yesterday. We went shopping. We've had like almost nothing for 4 or 5 days. And so we went shopping yesterday hi Nika. Good to see you. Woohoo! So yeah, we went grocery shopping yesterday, and I was fine until we were almost done, and then I had a low blood sugar incident. Well, where my blood sugar hit like 45 or 43 or something. I almost passed out in the store. And if it hadn't been for Mark, I don't know what I would have done. I wouldn't have made it because I would have passed out at a table in the middle of the store. You know how some stores have tables you can just sit at and you can have a snack or whatever. And if it hadn't been for him being with me, I shouldn't be driving anyway because stuff like that can happen. But I mean, I wasn't driving, but yeah, I mean, he's so sweet.
Pat McKnight too.
Hey, Pat McKnight. Yeah, hi, Phil. Nike, no, I have difficulties with my health because of the multiple surgeries that I had to have because of the cancer that they found. So I am cancer-free now, but they had to really go inside. They had to do a very, very highly invasive surgery to get rid of the cancer. And they took out my pancreas, my spleen, my gallbladder, part of my stomach, part of my intestines, and part of my bowel. So I have a lot of problems as far as digestion goes, and it's a hit or miss most of the time. So sometimes I just feel like crap for like, a reason this big, you know? So, yeah, so sometimes it's just really hard. Shalene!
And plus you're diabetic now.
And I'm diabetic, so because they took my pancreas out. So, yeah. Oh, it does suck. Yes, cancer can kiss my hiney. Damn it. Yeah, it's hard. It's rough. I just wow, yeah. Anyway, so Mousy, you have no idea. They did. They had to take stuff out to get to it and put it all back again. So yeah, I'm actually recovering quite well, and they were very, very happy with my progress. I have huge scars on my abdomen. Like there's an intersection of 3 different surgery scars, and it looks like a big dent in the middle of my abdomen. It's really kind of unnerving when you look at it, but everything down there is like sensitive still. So, I mean, it's probably going to be another few months before I'm totally recovered, but it's coming around. I'm coming around.
Say thank you to Joanna.
Oh, Joanna, thank you. And thank you for that mention about the thumbs up. I appreciate that. The invasive surgery diet. Oh, God. Okay, so I got some incredible happy mail this week. And what's really funny is that it came in 2 different shipments. And Amazon Prime pulls up in front of the house, and I'm like, what's going on? I didn't order anything. So I didn't even get up because I just figured it was for the neighbor. So anyway, what I got from a very, very thoughtful person, this is a package of natural brown deli squares. And the reason why I wanted this is because I found a way from watching YouTube videos that I can make something like vintage glassine. And glassine is like the little wax paper envelopes that they used to put stamps in when you were collecting stamps. I can make vintage glassine out of this paper. It becomes almost transparent, and it's going to go into the junk journals that I'm making and the other journals that I'm making, like theme journals, vintage type stuff. So that's why I had this on my wish list. Then I got a huge package of really, really nice heavy cardstock, and it is amazing and hard to pick up. That's why I'm not picking it up. No, it's okay. It's okay. And then the next day, I got this, and this is something I've been wanting for a really, really long time, and it's really hard to find, and I've never seen it anywhere else except for Amazon. But because of my background in art, this is one of my favorite artists because of the surreal quality of it. It's Bosch, the Complete Works. I opened the box and I almost fell out of my chair because first of all, it's really heavy. So I was like, what is that? I don't know. I didn't order anything again. And I opened the box and I was like, oh my God, it's Bosch. And Mark's like, what? And what's funny is he said after I unwrapped the paper, he's like, dang, I should have had my video camera. I should have had my camera out to take a video. And I'm like, oh yeah, right. And then when I got this, I opened it and I was just like, oh wow, oh my God, oh my God. And Mark's like, dang, I forgot my camera. So it's really surreal, and some of it's kind of creepy. It's right up my alley. And this is a tourist, and from like 1470s, 1500s. And the subject matter is sort of religious, sort of surreal, sort of dreamlike. So I mean, look at that. Is that not really freaking cool? I love that stuff. So yeah, this like, and look, it's even got its own little bookmark. I'm like, whoa! Oh yeah, very, very cool. Very cool.
So Sue Thomas is in.
Hey Sue.
And Deb says she has that one too.
Hmm.
That was a talented loony.
He was. This is true. He was. He was a talented loony. No joke. So yeah, and then yesterday we went to the Goodwill because I keep breaking glasses. My skin is really dry, so stuff slides out of my fingers really easy, and I'm not really careful with glasses. So we have these really nice, also from the thrift store, Italian glasses. We paid like 30 cents for them. There was a set of, I think, 4, but anyway, so Mark goes, I told him it's 50% off day at Goodwill. I told him that a couple days before, and he's like, well, maybe we should go get some more glasses. So we went to get some more glasses, and while we were there, I found 3 bags of huge bags of ribbons and snippets and lace and vintage lace and vintage ribbon and all kinds. And it was like, I think it was a $2 and $2.25 per bag, and I got 3 bags. So I found some stuff for the junk journal. So I was just like super happy, super duper happy. Oh yeah. And so we went out and we did a little bit of shopping, and oh, I know, Mousy, goodies, yes, goodies. But I love thrift stores anyway, because you can find stuff there you can't find anywhere else. And it's not like everybody, if you're looking for clothes, it's not like everybody's going to be wearing the same thing that you have, and I really hate that, especially when they look better in it than I do. So yes, it was a total score. It was really cool. And it just made me happy to get out and have some out of the house time in the nice warm sunshine with the cool breeze blowing. So anyway, we're good. So let's get started. I am going to color. Let me get a pen real quick so I don't forget. And I think I'm going to use a Post-it. So if I decide to do a background, I can do a background. So the PABLOS are going to go on this side. Oop, hey, that's really smeary. And the Prismacolors are going to go on the other side. And I realize, what are you laughing at?
Oh, here's George.
Georgie! George! He's so pretty. What a good boy. What a good boy, George. Bo! Yay! Wow, you guys, thank you so much, every single one of you, for being here today. Thanks for coming and spending some time. Yay! Pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea or scotch, perhaps. Oh my God!
And Shalene says she loves the PABLOS. You layer them, and Prismas you blend.
Yeah, I've worked a lot with my Prismas, and I've always wanted to try the PABLOS. It's just that you can only buy so much, and around Christmas time, but hello, Bo. Oh, Mousy, I'm jealous. You had a nap? Dang. Arg. I love naps. Okay, so I'm going to start. What I'm going to have to be doing is comparing like other stuff. Like the Crayon Dash comes in a nice case. It comes in a case with a hinge. Sorry about the glare, guys. And so you don't have to worry about the lid popping off and getting lost, which is cool. This is cool. The Prismacolors, I have mine in a soft case because the Prismacolors, a lot of them were in an older zip bag, like canvas case that my mom had. And when I combined her set with my set, it wasn't big enough. So now this one isn't big enough. So I've got them crammed in there pretty full. But anyway. But the Prismacolor tins, I don't think they have a hinge. Mine is. I think they don't have a hinge. So that's one thing. Then it appears that they both have gold writing. Well, some of the Prismacolors have silver writing. The newer ones have silver writing, but the Crayon Dash ones, they have which is kind of hard to see. If you get it in the light just right, you can see it really well, but I mean, you have to get it in the light just right to see it well. So that's kind of a downside to that. These, though, they have, you see these? I don't know if you guys can see. focus. They have these little stars here. Those little stars indicate light fastness. And this one has a good light fastness. The ones with the 3 stars have a great light fastness. So those, you instantly know when you're using a color what the light fastness is for that particular color, which I like a lot. Because if you're going to be doing a professional drawing, you might want to keep, you might want to have that information readily available. So there's that. The Pablos are angular. They're in a hexagon shape. I don't know if you can see. They've got a hexagon shape. And the Prismacolors, they're round. The Prismacolors, you can see the core, which is good because you can see, how big the core is, whether or not it's off center. If it's off center, it's difficult to sharpen, and it breaks more frequently. The crash, you don't see the core because the end is painted, but I mean, it's okay. That really doesn't bother me. Made of, it seems to be the same wood. I'm not sure exactly what type of wood, but that does matter because sometimes if you get an inferior type of wood that's more airy and less of a hardwood, it can make your pencil leads not, can also contribute to breaking. So that's least in redwood or whatever. And that, if that's important to you, that's something to look for as well. I don't particularly care because I've really never had a significant problem with that. My Prismacolors, yes, they break a little bit. They can break a bit. So that's just one thing I got to look out for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start along this line, I think. And I'm going to start by coloring one of these red and one of these blue because I wanted to start with primary. So we will go with this. And this is let's see, ultramarine Pablos. So I'm going to look for something that is like an ultramarine or son of a gun, I just dropped the pencil. And it was a Prismacolor, which really sucks. Hold on a sec. Okay, I got it. That'll teach me to put my pencils away, huh? Shame on me. Oh my. Okay. And let's see. There it is, Rottler. Okay, so right off, you can tell that they're not the same color on the outside, which isn't a big deal. However, looking at the lead, and guys, I want to apologize for the state of my hands. I was coffee dyeing paper a couple days ago, paper and lace, and is it the videos? Is it grainy? Check your settings when you hover your pointer over your screen, your video screen. There should be a little, like a gear wheel that shows up on the lower right hand. If that's not at 720 or 1080, it might look grainy. I suggest setting it at 1080. If that doesn't work, try 720 or 40, whatever it is. 7 something. Nanimo! Oh, dude, Nanimo, that picture that you did, oh my God. I just saw that on Instagram a little while ago. That is amazing. It's gorgeous. I mean, I can write, oh, that's gorgeous, but you don't hear the inflection. That picture is gorgeous. And if you guys have her on Instagram and you haven't gone to look at it, go look at it because it's freaking amazing. So we've got 2 ultramarines, the Pablos ultramarine core. They appear to be slightly different. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. They appear to be slightly different. We'll see what happens when I color. I'm going to sharpen up the Pablo one because it doesn't appear that looks like it needs sharpening. The point isn't quite as pointy as I like it, so we'll do that. Yep, there we go. It's good. Alien skin, yeah. Okay, All right, is anybody else having trouble seeing? Is it buffering for anyone right now? I'm going to move this guy over here somewhere. I have like 4 square inches over there. Fine. Okay. Thank you, Shalene. Okay. Well, you guys keep telling me if it gets okay. Cool. Thank you, Sue. If it goes, just mention it in the chat, and Mark will see it. He'll warn me if I don't see it, and he'll let me know. If the quality continues to decline or doesn't get better, then maybe we can like restart the stream or whatever. But for now, we'll just leave it like it is if it seems to be getting better. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start with the Pablos right here on this side. This is blue. This is ultramarine, if I could talk. And yeah, they do feel harder than the Prismas. Very pigmented though. I like the quality of pigment. And this light fastness is only 2, so it's got 2 stars. It's a bit scratchy. Not too bad. And this paper is really smooth. It's just cream colored cardstock. It's very it's like antique white. It's not even cream. It's not that dark. I think I need a lighter hand, even lighter than that with these. That's interesting. Okay, so that's that one. Now I'm going to use the Prismacolor over here. And I got to say, it's a slightly different color. It's very slight though. It looks like it's very slight. It would do in a pinch. Like if I had to replace, if I only had these 2 sets of pencils and I ran out of Prismacolor Ultramarine, I could use this Pablo Ultramarine. Probably no one would notice the difference unless they were an artist and they were used to picking apart that kind of a detail. Okay, so it appears that yes, the Pablos are harder. This Pablo is harder, this color, than the Prismacolor of the same color. And more, the Pablo seems to be more, this color seems to be more suited to layering as far as very slight layers. I like it. It's very cool. The color is nice. It's very nice. Let me try something here. That's the Pablo. That's the Prisma. Okay, that one smears just a tad. It's about the same. That's about the same. But it does smudge. It's almost the same, which is kind of neat. Let's see if it erases. Yeah, it erases.
Pablo looks richer in color to her.
Cool. See, it looks like the Pablo erases easier than the Prismacolor. Look at that. That's a significant difference. Wow. Huh. Very cool. Well, you know, the super soft do do a little bit more here, just to get the layer.
She wants to know what kind of eraser that was.
It's a Tombow Mono. Where did it go? It's a. Oh.
Joanna says she feels like teacher pet today.
Tombow Mono Zero Elastomer Eraser. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, and it's a 2.3. It's very skinny. But I like it because it's skinny, and you can find sandpaper, you can, or even rough paper, you can erase it down to a point really easily. And then you can get in the little tiny spaces with the tip. And if you need something easier than what's already there. So yeah, it's a nice eraser too, and it's lasting me a really, really long time because I haven't replaced the eraser yet. So that's cool. I don't erase a whole lot though, honestly. I just kind of go with it. Okay, so we're gonna put the ultramarine back, and let's try something. Let's try an orange. Okay, this is a reddish orange, it says. I'm gonna put that in the border around this. Reddish orange. And the on this is also a 2 stars. And let's go for the reddish orange in Prismacolors. Let's see what happens here. Vermilion, no. Haha. Orange. That is pomegranate. Looks like there is no reddish orange. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to, because they don't name them the same. I think vermilion is close, but let's see. Rouge, poppy red, no. Neon, no.
Kelly S says hi.
Hi, Kelly S. Orange, no. What is this? This. I'm going to take this and compare it over here. Okay, so what looks like it might be closest is this cadmium orange hue. The cadmium orange is darker. I'm going to sharpen those. But I think that's as close as we're going to get. Vermilion is a little bit more peach. So that one probably won't work. Let me see, what is this color here? Orange. And this is reddish orange. See, now that's interesting because this is Prismacolor orange, just traditional orange. And this is Caran d'Ache reddish orange. But look how they look in color. Yes, the Prismacolor orange is more orange. It's brighter. And the yellow orange is a little muted in comparison, but they look very, very close. And then this one, this is the Prismacolor cadmium, which really does look very, very much like the Caran d'Ache, which is in the middle.
Hey, do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Hold those against the black of your sleeve instead of the palm of your hand.
Does that help?
There's a lot of reflection out the black. I thought it would bring out the color a little bit more, but it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. I appreciate that because I want to be able to show them as accurately as possible. So.
And Sue wants to know what the price comparison for the 2 pencils are.
You know what? I don't know. I didn't buy the Pablos. They were a gift. So I don't know. I know that they're more expensive than Prismacolors. Caran d'Ache, as a rule, run about $3 to $4 a pencil. The luminance pencils are like $4.50 a pencil. Are you looking it up, Mark?
No, but I could.
Look up the Caran d'Ache on Amazon. Look up the Caran d'Ache Pablo 40 pencil set. Amazon, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do the reddish orange, of course, on the Pablo side. Oh, I should have erased that because I got blue in my border. There we go. See how easy that erases? That's amazing to me.
Grand Dash, what am I looking for?
Pablo 40 pencil. These go on, the colors go on really well. And then could you link to it too in chat? And no, I'm not affiliated with Amazon Caran d'Ache. I just like to put the links there so you guys can, you know, take a look yourselves. I have no affiliations with anything like that. I'm advertised. I don't care about it. So, you know, do what you want.
$60.
Okay, so the Caran d'Ache 40 pencil set is $60 at Amazon. And the Prismacolor.
Links down in chat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the link. The link is to the Caran d'Ache set on Amazon, US. And the Prismacolor pencils, I can get them on dickblick.com for, I think it's dickblick.com. I think they're like $1.29 a piece or $1.19 a piece. I think they're $1.19 a piece. But it's really close to that. So you can get, I think it's like for the 70, it's like $89 or something. I can't remember, but it's considerably less for more pencils. If I was looking for the Prismacolor set, like a 70 set. And if it says Prismacolor Premier, that's probably the one that you should look at. Okay, so now I'm going to go with the, and this has got a nice sharp pointy on it. This is the cadmium orange Prismacolor, which is the closest thing I could come up with to match the Pablo reddish orange. You know, the Prismacolors feel, in comparison to the Pablos, the Prismacolors feel more like crayons, closer to crayons, because they're so soft. I mean, that's just one layer right there. So if I wanted to go,
How big of a set were you looking at?
like a 70.
72 set for $32.25.
Okay, there you go. So the Prismacolor 70 set is like 32 and change on Dick Blick. So considerably less. Considerably less. And the Prismacolor pencils are really nice pencils.
And that link is now in chat.
And the link is in chat to, you went on Amazon for that? Oh, Dick Blick. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to move up here and we're going to pick out some reds for this jewel up here.
No.
And let's see, this is, I think we'll do crimson. Crimson, I can pick up the right one. Scarlet, no. Crimson. Oops. Well, that didn't work very well. Okay, so there's a crimson there. Does this have crimson? Okay, that's scarlet. That's definitely not going to be the same. And this is vermilion. That's got orange in it. And this is carmine, which is more purpley red. So we're going to have to rethink this real quick. So this is Caran d'Ache scarlet, and this is... Oh, bye, Leslie. Have a good day or night at work. Be safe, be careful, and stay warm. So let's do Scarlet. And I think it's Scarlet Lake that I'm getting. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, see, that's really different. Permanent. Crimson Lake. Okay, I think that's about the closest we're going to get. Let me sharpen the Caran d'Ache pencil, which is not something I'm going to do very often, by the way, considering how much they cost. 43 degrees, yikes.
That's Celsius.
Oh, Celsius, okay. Okay, so we've got the Pablo is Scarlet and...
Whoa.
What?
43 degrees Celsius is 109 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wait, what? 43, Leslie, it's going to be... Oh, you're in Australia, dear. That's hot.
Yeah.
I have so much trouble remembering where everybody's from.
That's Arizona hot.
That's Arizona hot. Yeah, well, Australia gets hot.
Wow.
It gets really hot.
Oh my. Be cool then.
Be cool then? Yes, be cool. Stay cool. Lots of water. Okay, so we've got Scarlet from Caran d'Ache and Scarlet Lake from Prismacolor. So let's just start with the Prismacolor on this side and our little jewel. And I'm using a lighter pressure this time because I want to be able to layer it, because that's just what I do.
Oh, so put in Deli Star Joy 72 colored pencils, professional set for adult coloring books, premium art coloring pencils with vibrant color. She hears these pencils compare to polychromos and are only $36.
Wow.
Sorry, polychromos and are only $36.
Wow. That's good. Hey, can you search for that on Amazon and see if you can find a link to put into the chat? Because that's a really good deal. And if they're professional quality, that's like, thank you, Sue. That's awesome. I've never heard of them either, Joanna, but I'm always open to new suggestions, believe me. Okay, so I'm going to layer on my first layer with the Caran d'Ache palette. And we'll see how the colors compare. You know, it's funny. This doesn't feel quite as scratchy as the blue one. It still feels harder than the Prismacolor, but it sure does lay down a lot of pigment. Boy, look at that.
$33 on Amazon.
Holy crap.
And yes, I will put the link up in just a second.
Hey, Rosemary. Oh, Joanna.
Okay, there's the link to Amazon to the pencils that were just mentioned.
Okay, the Deli Star pencils. Mark just put in a link to Amazon US?
Yep.
Okay,
Sorry.
Amazon US.
Yeah, it's Amazon US. I keep forgetting that too.
That's okay. $93, Brittany. Oh my God. Wow. That's a pretty penny there. Okay, so I know they're not exactly the same color to begin with. They do look very close. Scarlet colors. The color Scarlet Lake is a little more red, so it's a little bit more dark as far as red color goes. And the Pablo Scarlet has a little bit more, it's a little bit more toward the orange range. So there's that right there. And I think I'm just going to get the highlights with a gel pen later on if I get that far. Yeah, you can totally see how much more red the Prismacolor is. And I'm sure that if you had a bigger, you know, if you had a bigger set of Caran d'Ache, that there may actually be a Scarlet Lake in it. I don't know. I didn't want to look it up and say, oh, well, there is one, because I have no way to compare it. So, but there you have that. See, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it up. So that side, that's the Caran d'Ache over here, and that's Prismacolor over here. And you can see how this side has more red. It's more red. It's darker red. And that side has the more orangey red. And then in the blues are so close.
Yeah, they are.
They're really close. There's a tiny bit of difference, but like I said, it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. But it's cool. It's excellent. I mean, yeah, I like these pencils. They're really great, depending on what you're going to do. Now, an everyday pencil, I would go for, I like colors because yes, they blend well, but I also like the Black Widows because they blend well. Cool. They're budget friendly, and they have a lot of different colors. Plus the names are cool. So, you know, I'm in a color with brown bug today. So there you go. Let's see. I'm going to go up here and do a couple of little more detailed thingies up here, because this is just smaller things split in half. And I think that's a really good way to be able to tell. Then I think I might come down and do the lips and see what happens there. And it's kind of neat. This is Malachite Green. I remember this color. It's one of my favorites from Caran d'Ache. Malachite Green. But I like Malachite. I'm kind of a rock person. So, and I don't mean rock and roll. I do like rock and roll. Can we just go off on another tangent? I mean, really.
I love rock and roll. For another baby.
Oh, Mark's singing. Not too bad, right?
I said she should be coloring something.
Yes. Color.
She thinks the Prismacolors look better.
Cool, cool. It's good that you can tell that, because I really was hoping that this would be an adequate comparison. Let's see, Malachite. I'm gonna have here. So that's like a turquoisey kind of color. And I don't think, okay, so helpful. That's kind of cool. Cobalt. Yeah.
So I'm guessing she likes the Prismas a lot.
Cool, cool. What I'm doing is I'm using Malachite Green in the Pablo, and the closest thing I could find in the Prismas is called turquoise, cobalt turquoise. So I'm going to sharpen these real quick.
Man, there must be a huge problem with YouTube.
Is it buffering again?
Well, not only that, but the whole image is distorted.
The whole image is distorted?
But, I mean, it's going in and out. And that's why I say YouTube must be, they're having a huge problem with their bandwidth. Well, it's got to be on there. It has to be.
Thank you, Mousy Deb. I shall check that out. Mongolian rock band, The Who or Who? Yeah, you know, Joanna, and there's nothing I can do about that. It's just because everybody's online right now. There's like a lot of people online right now, and it's just really hard for everything to keep up.
Yeah, it's got to be. It really has to be, because I've got my setting at 720.
Yeah.
And at 720 HD, this kind of pixelation has never happened.
Right, right.
So it's got to be YouTube.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to do this little triangular sort of thing up here. So I've got in the Pablos, I've got malachite green, and in the Prismas, I've got. Oh, oh, thank you, Sue, and Merry Meet. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I forgot to disable those listings. I had a friend come over last night and she was like, I have this other friend in Cave Creek, Arizona who wants to look at your jewelry, but she doesn't want to look at it online. She wants to touch it and see how it feels to her. And I'm like, okay. She goes, is it okay if I take some of your lady is like totally trustworthy. I don't know. I just let her carry out a bunch of my inventory. So I'm not worried about it. I trust her. But the potential to make some money this way is really high because she said the woman that is interested has and I quote this, a stupid amount of money. So so I'm just like, woohoo, thank you so much, because I have 45 days or something. Yeah. But I'm Etsy store. I was going to use my old Etsy store, but then I watched videos about how to do a successful Etsy store, and the people are suggesting that if you're going to start selling different stuff, then you should start. So I'm just going to start, and it's free to open a new storefront. So I'm just going to go ahead and open a new storefront for the junk journaling stuff and the journals that I'm making, because I am elbow deep in this stuff, you guys. This is the most awesome stuff in the world for me right now. I would love her to bring me back a bag of cash, Joanna, because then I can buy food. Seriously, our refrigerator was pretty bare. Pretty bare. We had like a couple, what was it, like 3 huge bills roll in at the same time for like insurance and everything. And we were just like, whoa. Mostly Mark. He was like, no appetite, you know, that kind of thing. The poor guy. Anyway. Corolla! Oh, Corolla, hi. Bernard is in the car tanning. He's baking. Take that as you will. That I'm looking at these colors in the reflection of the light, and the Prismacolors are shinier than the Caran d'Ache colors. That makes me wonder: are they wax or are they oil? Let's see, color pencils.
Brittany says she hopes you end up liking them.
Oh, I do like them. I like them very much. But I'm a very adaptable kind of person. I can make things work. Ask Mark. I will adjust and make things work. But yeah, these are not, and boy, they smell good. Oh my God, I don't know about you guys, but I love the smell of colored pencils. Wow. And old books. Is it?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Can you hear me okay on there? Or can you guys in chat hear me okay? Oh my God, Sue, are you serious? 10 boxes? Oh man. If you have some that are falling apart, you don't want to keep them because they're falling apart, I'll take those. Because that would be super cool, awesome. I'm gonna
Okay.
Sue, I will put, hey Dave Trance, good to see you. Sue, library books. Oh my God. No, okay. Sue, we're gonna put my email in. Send me an email. I will send you my address. What I do is I take old books that people don't want, that are falling apart, and I use them in my junk journals. And old books that are worth something, those are totally like awesomely cool, but I have very little room for them. So you know what I mean? Anyway, if you want to send them, that's pretty cool. Yeah, for the journals. Oh yes. Oh, I bet they smell good. Old books always smell good. I love them. And that's why I love walking into libraries, because libraries always have that. It's just like a subtle you know, not like when you walk into the house on Christmas Day and mom is cooking something with cinnamon in it and it smacks you in the face. It's not like that strong, but it's there. And I love the old.
Video feed.
Okay, that's cool. But yeah, for the journals, and I just asked a friend of mine, the one that came over last night, because she works in a school, if they have any old file folders like the green hangy ones or the old manila ones with the little tab that's built, you know, that's in them. Those I can use for making pockets and covers and tags and all kinds of stuff. And if you're going to throw them away anyway, it would be so much better to keep them out of the landfill and use them for something that is functional. You know what I mean? So yeah. Oh, in fact, let me show you what I did. I'm sorry. Tangent. Rabbit hole. I just finished this little bit book. It's a little bitty journal with tea stain paper, coffee stain paper that I did myself. It's got all kinds of little tucks and dictionary pages and stuff like that in it. But and I created this little itty bitty file folder out of a bigger green hanging file folder. And I doodads here with little brads and stuff. And it just opens up and it's got a little on the sides, it's got like a little whatever that's called. It's an accordion fold. So you can actually stick stuff in here. Like if you wanted to take this somewhere, you could stick cash and ID in there. And then just here you go. And it shuts really securely. The paper it was a freebie from someone who made the marble paper and then scanned it. So the marble paper is an original thing. So it's cool. But she says if you want to use the lady who made it, if you want to use the stuff, by all means, use it in your stuff to sell. Go for it. And then this is a page out of an old Treasure Island book that my brother's had. Now my brother is like 75. When he was a kid, he had this Treasure Island book, and the pages are so brittle. There's nothing I couldn't do anything with it except glue it on something else because it's so brittle. I tried to like fold it, another page out of the same book, and it just cracked in half and flaked away. But yeah, so it's got like, you know, pockets and all kinds of little fancy. Sewed on some fabrics and did some stamping and learning how to use my sewing machine feet in different stitches and stuff. So yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having a really, really good time. These are real stitches here from my sewing machine that I'm doing.
This is all books.
Wow. Oh, just yeah. So then this is just seam binding that I used, and it's glued onto the outside of the spine so it won't fall off. But you can untie it and tie it really easily, and you know, keeps it all nice and secure and closed. And these are I'm gonna make I have a few of these. I'm making an assembly line thing of these. There's like, I don't know, 14 of them that I'm gonna put together. And this one is bound with embroidery floss, which is super strong and really good for that. But it's only got the one signature. It's only got the one signature and the embroidery floss, and yeah, and this is glued on. It's velvet and lace and a metal stamping with a little acrylic jewel, and it's 18 with free shipping. $18 with free shipping. Otherwise, it's just too expensive. Unfortunately, thing is like highway robbery anymore. I swear. So anyway, yeah, that's what I've been doing. I PABLOS notebook and a cover for it. Daughter-in-law, I made her a journal full of music and flowers because she's a flower arranger and she's a musician, and she is so talented. Oh my God, she can sing and play and she writes her own music. So I did her journal up with that, and a couple little things with like, I printed up an old picture of me when I was 1.5 years old opening a Christmas gift. Dave, no way! A book fell on your head?
Oh, he's making fun.
Oh,
Read the rest of it.
you only have yourself to blame. Oh, Yes, see? Ha.
Yes.
Oh my God. I used to collect comic books. I used to collect Wonder Woman. Isn't that fun? Oh my God. I used to love Wonder Woman comics. I had a whole bunch of them. And what did I do with them? Well, when I moved, I donated them somewhere. And 2 years after that, I was just like, oh my God. Kicking myself. But yeah. So, oh, and we also went to a couple of days ago, we went to a store called Bookman's where we had store credit from this. This is really neat. It's a square punch, and these are really heavy. And you can tell it's used and everything, but it works really good. I mean, it's a Stampin' Up brand. But yeah, it's like you just stick your paper in there. See? Makes it perfect square. And then you can use the square that comes out for something else, like a little faux postage stamp. It's really neat. Anyway, but yeah, it was basically free because we just traded stuff in for it. So you can get stuff. You just have to, it takes a process. So yeah, anyway, I should color.
Yes, you should.
I know, you guys, I'm sorry. I get so excited and I just start like, oh my God, you got to see this. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, well. So that was the Pablo, and this is the Prismacolor. Oh, look how much darker that is, and I'm barely pushing. I am barely putting any pressure on this. Wow.
I'll be honest, this looks the same for everybody.
Yeah.
This picture quality is crappy.
The picture quality is crappy. You guys, is the picture quality crappy?
Cajun Pat's on.
Hey, Pat. It's good to see you. How you doing? I hope you're feeling okay. Oh, you're not late. It's okay. No, Mousy, the journal is not in my store. It's not in my store yet. I don't have any of my newer journals, and just been so busy making Christmas gifts and Yule gifts and stuff that I haven't had time. I mean, seriously, haven't had time. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Pat. I'm really glad to hear that. I don't know. If anybody gets that reference, let me know where it's from in chat. You know, Valentine from Mars. It's from a book. It's no, I don't think you ever read this book. It's a really freaking good book. Anyway, so today, Pat, what we're doing, and anybody that came in after we started, what we're doing is we're comparing the Pablo pencils that I was gifted to the Prismacolor pencils. And I think the reason why this looks so much darker is because it is a darker color, and it's the closest one I could find to the Caran d'Ache malachite green. So I'm wondering if I just go in a little harder, is this going to even it out? No, it's still lighter. It's still lighter, but it does. Look at how that covers. It covers the page really smoothly. That's nice. I like it. Wow.
Yeah, whatever's going on, changing the settings.
Yeah.
Doesn't change.
Doesn't help. Quality. Okay, so it's not. It's YouTube.
Yeah, it's got to be YouTube.
Sorry about the quality video, you guys. It's apparently YouTube, and like I said, there's nothing I can do about that. Just hang on, okay? Because it might right itself. It might right itself. Okay, so darkening, pushing the color. Oh, for heaven's sake! Adding more pressure to when I'm coloring does help comparison color. So there are ways. We have our vase. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. This still looks darker. It's closer. Okay. It's good. I like it. It seems that the Caran d'Ache is not settling into the surface of the paper quite as smoothly. Now there are ways around that too. You can go over a lot of tooth in this paper because it started out pretty smooth. There's still some tooth, and you can flatten that out and make it look smoother by adding more pressure as you're coloring. But you can see the difference. I mean, I can see the difference. I don't know. You guys can see the difference, right? So, can you put in chat because you keep breaking up? Yes, can you it's Sunday and Tuesday. Awesome, Pat. Vintage Prismas. Awesome. Yay. Early Christmas.
Oh my God, 300 pencils.
Hey, Selena. Hey, you guys. Good to see you both. Thank you for coming by. Okay, I'm going to put this one back. I'm going to put this one back. And instead of going and doing these little dots, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move down to her lips. And I'm going to treat these exactly like I would if I was coloring, you know, any other picture, which means I'm going to put down a base color. And then I'm going to put down 2 more colors, or at least 2 more colors, because the top lip is going to be darker than the bottom lip because of the shadow that naturally, the top lip naturally has because it's top. Generally, light will shine like somewhere from above, rarely from the bottom part down here, but mostly like, you know, it's going to be shining. I mean, sunshine and house lights and all kinds of light will shine generally from here down. So the top lip, the underside of the top lip is going to have a little bit more of a shadow, flesh color. So what I'm going to do is start with a kind of a subtle shade of something, and I'm going to try to compare it to another subtle shade from the Prismacolor. I think we'll start with, let's see. This is salmon pink. That'll work. Salmon pink. And I know Prismacolor does have a color for lots of things. Oops. If I can find it, that would be great. No. Oh, I think that's it right there. Salmon pink. There we are. Now, check this out. Look how different the look how different the pencil outsides are. Salmon pink. Here's one that's already sharpened. I'll use that one instead. This is a newer one. I like to keep that one on reserve as long as possible.
I don't know if this comparison's going to help me. Because really, this picture quality just.
Oh, man. Mousy, you say your prismas are cracking and breaking. Do you live in a place that you have weather extremes, like real hot, real cold, real moist, real dry? I don't remember. It's so hard for me to remember where everybody's from. See the salmon pink from the Caran d'Ache, it's very, very pink, and the salmon pink from the Prismacolors. I wish people would think about that. You can't use cheap wood. You can't use cheap wood. Wow, the wind is really blowing outside. Are we getting a storm?
Not that I know of.
Shh. Okay, somebody's pounding outside. I thought it was the cat.
Cat says she's kept them inside 67 to 73 degrees.
Wow. God, definitely contact the company and say, look, man, your pencil Come on, people. I wonder if I muted my phone. I did mute my phone.
It says humidity control inside.
It's not the weather. It would be because they are, to my eye, they look just really, really different. The cores do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, it's going to look really weird.
It's nothing. I went on my phone just to see if maybe there was a difference.
Yeah.
It's doing the exact same thing.
So, okay. And start a new one real quick. So watch for the, hang on, watch for the notification. Come back and join us, okay? All right, here we go.